Hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So today we are getting the third phase of the Peculiar Wonderland. We have the Peculiar Conqueror III challenge. So right off the bat, you'll see that the time to clear is shorter. You need 2 blessings, and there are 2 new challenges here. Shimmering Path, you cannot for a single time. One-way traffic within 40 seconds. And the... Wait, hang on. I was moving a bit too fast there. Right. The no landing, just make sure that you complete it while getting 10 crowns. So all of this is really easy to clear to get the rewards, except for Shimmering Path. Shimmering Path is one of the hardest challenges so far. Definitely the hardest in my opinion. I know a lot of people feel that Bubble is very difficult, but I think Shimmering Path is tougher. Okay, so today's video is going to be a bit different. I'll focus on the Peculiar Conqueror 3 challenge itself and not do all challenges. Because this time round, we now have 8 challenges, while you can only get 3 challenges each challenge, right? 3 particular trials each challenge. And on top of that, the number of challenge rewards we can get this time round is only 800. Previous 2 phases we had 1200. So you only need to clear it 4 times this in this phase. Okay. So let's talk about the new challenge. So there's the Shimmering Path. So this is really difficult because the platforms, once you remember where the path is, the platforms will disappear. And you are stepping on air. So that's why there's no reference. You can't count the number of even if you count the number of blocks to move, you can't see the number of blocks to reference. That's why I say that Shimmering Path is the toughest challenge so far. No landing is quite straightforward. Just don't fall. Just don't fall and get crowns. It's quite straightforward really. And I'll show a easy perfect clear later. So the Shimmering Path is really the difficult one. I think it took me the 3rd try to get it working, to get a perfect clear. Okay, I'm going in this challenge. We are actually going to fight the Ruin Grader together with Ruin Hunter, as well as 2 pesky little summachers there, 1 Anemo and 1 Hydro. So you can imagine how irritating is. The Anemo is creating the typhoons that will suck you in, while the Hydro will cast the Mist Bubble. Okay, so let me go straight to the challenge itself. We will start with the easy one-way traffic. It's essentially the same as before. I've already done the guide on this. So if you want the specific guide, check out the top right corner and in the description. I'll put in the links to those. Just reference to the very first phase, the guide on the very first phase. And this is really easy, by the way, this permutation. It's just 3 steps, turn right, 3 steps go straight, 3 steps turn right, 3 steps go straight, 3 steps go turn right. It's really easy. So it's going to be very straightforward to clear this within 40 seconds, and because that's the requirement to get the reward. Okay. So easy clear. Now let's move on to the hardest one, which is Shimmering Path. If you guys have tried it, you understand exactly why I say it's difficult, but let me show you guys. Okay, so this is Shimmering Path. You'll see there's nothing that you can see. Once it starts, you'll see, this is what you'll see, a snapshot, and then it's gone. So you see I'm not even moving here because I'm waiting for it to reappear, because they will randomly reappear. See, this is the one that we are looking for, where it reappears with more or less a full route, or at least the route that you're taking, it's showing the route that you're taking. So the key is really to be patient here, so that you can take the route safely and clear the challenge, because the challenge is not to fall a single time. And you have sufficient time to clear this, not to worry, you have a whole minute. So this is how you can easily perfect clear the Shimmering Path. If you rush, you're gonna fall. It's really easy to fall. My first try I kept falling. So now by the time this is the third try, I gave myself I was really patient and gave myself I paced myself and I waited for the screen to show again. And that's really what you should do for Shimmering Path in order to get a perfect clear. Now let's talk about no landing.
ヒルチャールのお兄さんが病気になった。ヒルチャールのお兄さんが看病して。
Oh wait, before that, sorry, going back to the Shimmering Path, I wanted to cover the amount of points that you'll get from Shimmering Path. So basically, 5 points per crown, 70 points as long as you reach the destination with the time limit, which is doable even with the approach where I say just wait for the blocks to show those that are near to where you are standing right now. And number of crowns, don't sweat it, you don't need to get a lot of crowns. There are other challenges that will give you a lot of points. Stepping stone in particular is really easy in this phase 3. I'll cover it later as well. So okay, now let's go back to the no landing. Okay, back to no landing. It's better to go to this corner here to prepare, so that you are in the air before the purple streaks appear. Because the moment the purple streaks appear and you touch it, it's counted as you fall. So just make sure that you are ready to rise. It's 2 corners here like this, the wind current. And as you can see, it's really straightforward. Take your time, look at the crowns and plan your route. The blue crowns are the ones that give you 5 points directly, instead of giving you the crown points here. The goal is of course to collect the crown points, but there's no harm getting more blue crowns for more points. Because the crown points that you get here, by getting the full 200, you will only get 10 fecundity points in total. Whereas when you touch the blue crown, it will give you 5 points immediately. You can see, it increased from 375 to 380. Okay, so you just need to get the normal crowns, 20 of them, because you need 200, each crown is worth 10 points, 10 crown points. You'll see that the fecundity points, because I got 3 blue crowns, is 15 points, and getting the 200 crown points will give you 10. It's always 10. You get additional bonus from the blue crowns. Okay, so that is how the no landing works. Let's jump to the stepping stone. I'll cover stepping stone and the bubble speedster next, because those are the ones that kept appearing while I was trying out the challenges. I didn't manage to get the barrage minuet. I didn't manage to get the bubble crash. Those two just wouldn't spawn for me. You know, in the interest of time, I decided to go ahead and do the video focusing on the Peculiar Conqueror challenge. At this point in time, I already covered all 3 challenges that's related to the Peculiar Conqueror. So if you follow this guide, you will be able to get all 5 rewards. Now the rest of it is just to cover to show the difference in the challenges when it comes to phase 3. At least those that I encountered. Yeah. Alright, let's jump to the stepping stone. Okay, stepping stone this time round is much easier compared to phase 2. Phase 2 was really difficult because of the limited path that you are going. You see here, the reason why phase 3 is easier because it's just a smaller square. Right, it's just a small square. It's much easier. Again, focus on safety, focus on the steps, and because the area is smaller, it's actually easier to get the crowns. You can actually target 2 to 3 crowns per wave, as opposed to the earlier 2 phases where you should only target 1 to 2 or even 0 to 1 on phase 2. So for phase 3, you can actually afford to target 2 to 3 crowns, like what you see here. Try not to dash when you are you should only, let me put it this way, you should only dash when you're going from one far end to the other far end. Otherwise, it's very easy to overshot and fall. Okay, so there you go. Look at the amount of points we got this time. It's 140 points from crowns. So how many crowns is that? Divide by 5. We got, my maths is failing me at this moment. Oh, 28, right? 28, right? So this is really good. You got 28 crowns from the stepping stone phase 3. You got 60 points from not falling. That's 200 points right there. You can afford to fail completely fail one challenge. You get 200 points here. You still be able to get all 3 blessings. So stepping stone is like a, how should I put it? It's like a bonus point stage at this point in phase 3. Maybe because of how difficult Shimmering Path is. That's why they are making it easy. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. Now, let's talk about the last challenge that I managed to encounter, and that would be the Barber Speedster. Okay. Okay, next up we have Barber Speedster. So this time round, Barber Speedster, similar to Phase 2 Barber Crash, there's moving barbers now. So it's going to be much tougher to clear it. You'll see me being very patient here in terms of selecting my route. Unfortunately, we got hit with a full barber, so we had to backtrack all the way to the starting point. And again, we got 5 barbers. I'm quite unlucky. So you'll see that I'm not even focusing on the crowds right now. I'm just focusing on clearing this perfectly. Alright, and in fact we almost ran out of time because of the number of 5 barbers that we got. The 5 barbers in a row coming down and no escape. You have to go back to the evasion zone. So the number of points that we get this time around is the same as when we got from phase 2. So I'm not going to cover that. So essentially, this is a simple guide on clearing the Peculiar Conqueror III challenge and getting all 5 of the rewards and covering the 2 new challenges. So Shimmering Path, remember, it's difficult, but try to be patient. Wait for the appearance of the blocks around you, and you'll find that it's actually easy to clear, as opposed to like blindly trying. You will fall like 80-70% of the time. So don't do that, yeah? Alright, if you like the video, if you like the content, remember like the video and click subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.